Imagine this. You wake up one morning and for some reason, you never fall asleep again. Not tonight, not ever. At first, you feel fine, maybe even energized. But then, things begin to shift. Your thoughts scatter. You forget why you walked into a room. You feel anxious, paranoid. By the end of the week, you are hallucinating, speaking nonsense, and your body is starting to break down organ by organ. This is not fiction. This is what happens when the brain is forced to live without sleep. And science has proven no one can survive it for long. This is the terrifying science of what would happen if you never slept again. Why do we sleep? Sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. During sleep, your body performs critical maintenance tasks without which your systems begin to fail. Your brain clears out beta-amyloid, a toxic waste protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. Your lymphatic system, which usually works in your body, has a special version in your brain, the glymphatic system, which becomes 10 times more active during sleep. It flushes out toxins that build up while you are awake. Without this process, the brain slowly poisons itself. Your memories, thoughts, and emotional responses are all reprocessed during the night. Without that reprocessing, your ability to concentrate, remember, and stay emotionally balanced deteriorates quickly. Your immune system regenerates at night. Your metabolism is regulated. Hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which control hunger, are balanced. Without this reset, your risk for obesity, heart disease, and diabetes skyrockets. Sleep deprivation timeline. Let us look at what happens, step by step, if you stop sleeping completely. After 24 hours without sleep, your attention span drops. Reaction times are slower than someone legally intoxicated. Studies show that after 24 hours awake, cognitive performance is equivalent to someone with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.10%. You become more impulsive, and your brain's ability to filter distractions weakens. After 48 hours, now your body starts to betray you. You enter a state called microsleep, where your brain involuntarily shuts down for 1 to 30 seconds at a time, even though your eyes remain open. You begin to forget where you are, why you are doing something, or even who you are talking to. Anxiety spikes. Your immune system is compromised. Blood pressure rises. After 72 hours, reality starts to blur. You begin to experience full hallucinations, seeing and hearing things that are not there. Emotional control is gone. People may break into spontaneous laughter or tears. Speech becomes slurred. Logical thinking becomes nearly impossible. Beyond 96 hours, you are no longer functioning. Your brain waves resemble those of someone in the earliest stages of dementia. Severe paranoia, memory loss, and complete dissociation are common. This was observed in the famous case of Randy Gardner, a 17-year-old high school student who, in 1964, voluntarily stayed awake for 264 hours, which is 11 days. By the end, he could not count backward from 100. He thought he was a football player. He could not finish a sentence. The biology of collapse. When you are awake, neurons in your brain are constantly firing, using energy and releasing waste. Sleep is the only time your brain is able to flush out these waste products effectively. Without sleep, cortisol, the stress hormone, floods your system, leading to inflammation and cellular damage. Your immune system begins to attack your own tissues. Insulin resistance rises, meaning your cells can no longer absorb glucose properly. This is the foundation of type 2 diabetes. Your hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and learning, becomes inactive. Eventually, your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and self-control, shuts down. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the emotional center, becomes hyperactive, resulting in irrational behavior, mood swings, and extreme paranoia. It is not just mental. Your heart begins to suffer. Arrhythmias or irregular heartbeats may develop. Over time, sleep deprivation significantly increases your risk of stroke, heart attack, and sudden cardiac death. Fatal Familial Insomnia. There is a rare genetic condition that shows us what permanent sleep deprivation really looks like. It is called Fatal Familial Insomnia. This is caused by a mutation in the PRNP gene, which leads to a buildup of misfolded proteins in the thalamus, the part of the brain that regulates sleep. The condition usually begins in middle age. First, patients struggle to fall asleep, then they cannot sleep at all. They experience panic attacks, rapid weight loss, loss of coordination, hallucinations, eventually dementia. Death follows within months to a few years. There is no known cure. Even sedatives fail. It is one of the most terrifying reminders that sleep is not optional. It is a biological imperative. What if no one slept? Now imagine a world where no one could sleep. On day 1, the stock market is in chaos. Air traffic control begins to fail. Hospitals are overwhelmed. By day 3, accidents skyrocket. Violence rises. People begin collapsing in the streets. By day 7, governments fall. Civil unrest turns into madness. And within 2 weeks, humanity faces extinction not by war or disease, but by the inability to rest. Our civilization is built on the assumption that we sleep. Without it, the human race unravels mind first, then body, then society itself. So, what does this tell us? Sleep is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is survival. When we sleep, we are not escaping reality. We are preserving our ability to live in it. The next time you think about skipping a night of sleep, remember, your brain is not just tired, it is fighting for its life. If this video changed the way you think about sleep, give it a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments, what is the longest you have ever stayed awake and how did it feel? And do not forget to subscribe for more terrifying truths and mind-blowing science. Sleep tight while you still can.